Hey, and welcome back to another video. It is your lifestylist Kay, your secure woman mentor. And today I want to talk about falling in love with yourself. What it truly looks like when you love you. Let's dive in.
Believe in strangers for help. Don't dwell upon this thought right now.
First, we want to embrace radical self-acceptance, accepting ourselves, flaws and all, understanding that life is living and living is learning. We don't know everything. There are mistakes that will be made. And you have to accept that you've made mistakes. You have to accept that you've made good decisions. You have to accept that there were some decisions that were not in your best interest, right? And doing so, you also have to make sure that you forgive yourself. Mistakes and learning is a part of life. Also, forgiving yourself is a part of that. Forgiveness is just not for other people, it's also for self. Forgive yourself for the mistakes that you've made. Accept that you are here to learn and you don't know everything, but your willingness and in your intention to learn and to thrive is what's going to keep you growing and elevating. So accept yourself at every level. Number two is nurture yourself, nurture your body, your physical, your emotional. Nurture yourself. That's how you stay vibrant. That's how you stay young. You won't remain young, but you can still feel young mentally, right? We have to care about the things that we put in our body, the way that we treat our body, our mind, and our emotional self. There is a lot that you gain when you care about your physical and emotional well being, right? Create rituals that are conducive to a nurturing life. These are things that you will do day to day, every day that nurtures you. Will those things change over time? Of course, because we change over time. So, creating those rituals will give yourself the opportunity to spend time with yourself. Create moments of mindfulness so you can go within. I think a lot of us fail to do the deep dives of our inner self. Our inner self needs just as more connection than our outer. A lot of times we're so focused on what we look like on the outside and we fail to do the work to make sure that our inner self is also healing, whole, and feels beautiful. Number three would be celebrate your unique essence. We are all one of a kind. We all have something to offer. Big or small, we have something to offer the world. We have something to offer ourselves. So celebrate that uniqueness. We are not all the same, and we don't want to be the same. So celebrate who you are. Recognizing your unique traits, it fosters self-love. And like I stated earlier, when you know you, there's nothing anyone can say that will make you feel any different. So what we want to do is explore your passions, right? Express yourself authentically and create a list of your strengths and weaknesses. This way you know yourself in and out, and no one could ever actually tell you without you evaluating who you truly are. Like you will never question who you are in a way by somebody trying to down talk you or downplay you. Celebrate your uniqueness. It makes you you. Number four, speak to yourself like someone you love, right? The way that you would speak to someone you love, speak to yourself in that way. This way you know how you deserve to be spoken to. This way you understand what it means to truly be soft and be spoken to in a way that is loving because you do it to yourself. You wouldn't accept someone mishandling you when you don't mishandle you. And the inner dialogue, it shapes your inner perception, right? When you're able to speak to yourself and it builds that confidence, you're shaping your perception of yourself. And that's another reason why you wouldn't allow someone to come in and try to change that. You will know immediately, nah, this doesn't align, what I know to be for me, so I don't want it. As we are speaking to ourselves in love, notice any negative self talk and nip it in the bud, refrain from doing it. We also want to write love letters to yourself or sing love songs to yourself or listen to love songs and dedicate them to yourself. Like that's going to just really get you in the alignment of just loving on you, falling in love with yourself. And remind yourself daily how worthy you are of happiness and love. Because when we can remind ourselves on top of the rituals that we do every day, it will become second nature to you. And then a bonus is to set boundaries and prioritize joy. Boundaries keep people from mishandling you. If you've seen previous videos, I talk about setting boundaries. And when you prioritize joy, this means that you're setting aside time to date yourself, going out and doing things that you find fun, taking care of yourself, hair done, nails done, all those different things, but also that self care, taking yourself on a trip, maybe taking yourself to a movie, those type of things. Prioritize yourself because when you can do that and really truly fall in love with yourself, you know how you want to be loved because you've loved yourself and you're loving yourself the way that you want to be loved. This is how you set a standard and this is how you set a boundary. And this will keep you from involving yourself with narcissistic people. You'll have this essence and value about yourself that no one that is not aligned with that can come in and diminish it, damage it. I hope that you take these tips and truly start to walk in your power of self love, truly understanding what it is, and being intentional with what it is that you desire, what it is that you want, and who you are. You can't really know what you want when you aren't aware of who you are and how you desire to be loved and be treated, especially if you're not treating yourself in that same way. Starting a journey of building self love within and truly loving yourself and falling in love with who you are isn't always easy, especially if you're coming from a place of low self esteem and low confidence. Starting this journey will help build that up for you. Starting this journey will help elevate that for yourself. You're deserving, and never forget that.